Aatrox. He was using Garen for a lot of games, 3 games straight. But when it got took off him, he wasn't able to do much even with that Aatrox a while ago.
Yeah, and once again, the Alistar will be coming in clutch for Thunder Talk. SMY ready to be the tip of the spear once again, ready to be the engager and defender that Thunder Talk really need him to be. And that's one of the champions that really is not afraid of getting isolated by the Gragas explosive cast because he has that unbreakable will to try to break himself out of any situation like that. Now, with the Vi getting taken off of X-By, he does have a couple of champions that he can still fall back on. The Xin Zhao, though, is not going to be one of them because that gets banned out. So maybe Kha'Zix, maybe something else, something a little bit more different. The Ezreal, though, it's not going to be available here alone.
That's a good thing. They banned the Ezreal. They can pick up the Corki themselves so that they don't have any choices for EDG. What are they going to pick after the Corki gets picked on the side of Thunder Talk? They can go for the last pick on that jungler. But they went in for the Jace so that they also have that same poking power as the last game, and he's gonna be using this for sure. Wait,
yeah.
what? No.
It may actually be Soil.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
No
he locked
way!
it in! It's the lock Vayne, everybody! It's the lock Vayne Lulu!
Oh, man. I've seen this. I've seen EDG pick this up. They are also the team who picked the Vayne Lulu. It was against KBG. And the reason why they lost was because they picked the Vayne Lulu during that time. That was patch 4.1. They lost because of this game that they threw against KBG because they picked this up. But now because ADCs are relevant now, how is this gonna work? I hope that EDG would be able to make this effective.
Oh god, a Vayne Lulu comp for EDG. This is a Hail Mary, but if it works out big because Vayne is one of those champions that can just tear everyone apart once she gets going with those silver bolts. So I'm really excited to see whether or not EDG can put all their eggs into that Vayne basket, because even the Kaiser's there as well. So they have 2 carries that are pretty much hyper carries that need to be babysitted by that Lulu. They do have Engage in the form of the Vi, but god, it is going to be the top lane Gragas though.
Gonna be probably easy to execute here for EDG. Once they get a good combo in, it could be whoever that is could be shredded by that Vayne pick on the side of EDG. Or is Thunder Talk just gonna make it hell for them? Because with this composition, they have a lot of early game damage, and it takes a long time for a Kai'Sa and a Vayne to be relevant. And that's what we want to see during this game.
Exactly. If EDG are able to delay long enough to farm up, that is enough that the Vayne and the Kai'Sa get to their power spike safely, it could be a game number 6 here. But Thunder Talk are definitely not ones to let that go lying down. That's why they picked up the Lee Sin for X-By.
Yeah.
But Xiao Zhang, though, has to be very careful as a Gragas in the top lane, because Xin is definitely not going to lose this lane. Although Xiao Zhang does have some sustain himself, the Gragas is not one of those laners that stand up against a Garen.
Yeah. Honestly, what Xiao Zhang just want to do here is not even to win lane. He just wants to hold off the lane just to make it easier for them. But this is what's hard about fighting against a Lulu on this lane. Popping up the Ghost from alone, really wanted to get that kill as early as they can go for it. But Thunder Talk losing this lane is honestly very characteristic because they don't really have much range. They don't have a lot of damage, so EDG is just going to take cover in this lane.
Yep. EDG getting a little bit ahead, looking for plates here in the bot lane, and I actually like that we have a standard laning phase right now.
Yeah.
It does kind of benefit EDG a little bit because they have a better composition to abuse the early game weakness of that Zeri because of the Lulu. The poke from the Lulu cannot be like understated or underestimated in the early game.
Yeah, the Glitter Lance really does have a lot of damage in the early game though. And oh yeah, Z really did so much during that last game. It was about to get a lot of shock blasts. So this game, I'm not really surprised if he's gonna do the same thing. I hope that Shingdo 7... Oh, wait, Z's gonna be here. I think Shingdo 7 would try.
I don't think Shingdo 7 really wants to commit to that. early fight, especially when Vi is again in theory not a dueling champion, but with the way that she was played by XBI in the last game, she definitely became one. My God.
Was able to win the fight though, the 1v1, and that was a surprising thing for me.
XBI
is alone here.
Yes, he is, but because he swept, XBI got seen, and Alone knew he had to wait for a long way before getting to that tower to defend. They don't know that XBI is just committing to this, though. They don't know that he is there. So he could go for something here. He does have Dragon's Rage available, and there is no Wild Growth. There is no Night Hunter here for Alone, so this could have been the optimal time, but no, that would have been very risky to just go in and risk getting Polymorph on the turret.
Yeah, it's gonna be real bad. Now, even them, Thunder Talk would struggle on the first minutes of the game. They don't really want to commit into anything just yet, but this composition really wants to get that early game in their favor. Because if they don't get the early game, when this gets to the late game, EDG is just gonna destroy them just with sheer stats.
Sheer stats and sheer shred, because that Silver Bolts does true damage, ladies and gents. That's why Vayne is such a contentious pick. She is high risk, high reward, because you're risking basically every single team fight. You're risking that Vayne's positioning because she is one of the lower range ADCs, but if she's able to pop off, if she's able to do her thing, then that is so much health getting shredded just basically for free. You're ignoring the tankiness of a lot of the members of the other team.
It's really hard to fight against this Vayne lane, especially when you have a utility support together with her. That's why this Lulu is such a good pick. Even if they went for a Yumi, that could have been also great for them just to have that extra damage. Wait, what? I thought Shin is gonna throw the Demolition Justice though, but no.
Not quite yet. He held his tongue there. Although he probably could have gotten that kill, he just committed to it, I think.
That is true, yeah. I didn't really expect him to not commit there. I don't know if he brought a barrier or an ignite, that's why he didn't go for it. I can't see if he did. But if he didn't get an ignite, probably the reason why he didn't pop the Demolition Justice during that fight. But again, everybody, we're close to getting our first objective. We are 30 seconds before that objective comes out. So let's see how they're going to position themselves here.
The backs have been timed. The first items picked up. We got a Knight's Edge on C. We got that Muramana starting to tick up for you. So this could be a fight in the Dragon pit, or it could just be an objective trade. It does look like, that Vi is heading down to the bottom lane. So this could be a fight here in the Dragon pit. This could be where Thunder Talk either go in hard or get absolutely bodied by Alone and Lan. But Qingdao 7 will be seen there, although he hasn't seen XVi just already starting to Drake. You will see that Sonic
wave, a bit of time though. I think they're gonna see this happening.
They will see it, but can they actually fight? Because
Wolf Breaker's in
there and actually goes in and gets a big CC. Big knock up there. Qingdao 7 does go down though, so there are no junglers in this dragon fight. Shin is arriving late to the fight. There's
Xiao Zhang Slade,
and Shin is going to hit them off of this Drake until it goes down.
What a knock up!
It will get secured, and what a big knock up there. Lagui and Alone now are the next targets here, but will it be enough? Shin goes into the Justice, and then the auto attack onto Lagui, takes that Lulu off of the board. Xiao Zhang, super late, was not able to impact that fight in any way.
That might be the reason why they lost there. Xiao Zhang was a bit late. Shin was here even before they got their first kill, and that's why, because of that, 3-4-1 easily a win for them with a Dragon together with it. They started the fight really good, because when Qingdao 7 went in with a Wolf Breaker, they were ready with the Wild Growth. That's why everybody wasn't able to help him out. But because they got the kill in Qingdao 7, everything turned in favor of Thunder Talk just after that kill.
Qingdao 7 with
half
the
HP.
Great season assist. Oh, it is half HP. As XVi actually, he's going to get bullied away. SMY as well is going to get isolated. He should be dead. Yes, he will be. But Soil is going to be there. There's Qingdao 7 though, securing the Herald. He will get secured himself. He's dead. Now Shin is going to get shredded down, yes, with the Night Hunter. Now you though, he gets to the skies as Alone is now starting to pop off. He gets another punch to Shin, and that is an ace for EDG.
What? They left Alone clear of everybody, and they went in one by one. That's why Thunder Talk just got aced there by EDG. And you don't want to leave Alone alone, because when he's alone, everybody's just gonna die. And even SMY with an unbreakable will wouldn't be a problem for this guy.
True damage is true damage, guys. And God, let's take a look at that again because it was just alone free hitting every single time.
Yeah.
Look at that big isolation as well.
And also Solo was a bit too close during that fight there. Look at how close he was during this time. He was too close. That's why EDG just went and targeted him. One pop of a silver bolt got him to half HP. And that's crazy damage coming in from the Vayne.
And that is the late game fantasy of the Vayne activating right now here in the early game. But that's a cease and desist onto them. But that at least is X-By able to get out alone. Maybe he has isolated here. No, he actually is starting to go insane as Soil actually misses the kill. Unfortunate, but at least they got the kill out the Shingdao 7. Luckily there. He alone is back up and he's back and healthy. And Yu is there to keep him alive as well as the secondary carry. Now Soil is going to get a Kathian rained on. He's gone. Shin is not actually going to be able to impact this fight at all. And this is not what Thunder Talk wanted. He's alone. Once again left alone. So Shin, he's gone as well, alone. How many kills does he have already? My God.
I want to see how much kills he has already because this is just massive for EDG. They have been winning fights left and right because of the presence of Alone. And they tried. Look at Sawyer. He tried to go for it just to get some damage in. But because the Cease and Desist or Wild Go is such an easy combo to land, it was easy enough for them to just really cancel it out. Great Bolt Breaker too from Shingdao 7. That's why they were able to get close to Alone.
Yeah, he actually canceled the second activation of that Sonic Wave with the Vault Breaker. So great response there to that the lead that was just going to kill Alone and execute him. But yeah, great teamwork, team fighting here by EDG. And then, yeah, Shin just got isolated there.
A bit too late now with Alone. How many kills does he have? Can we see? The quadri kill. Okay. Have a lot. Now, again, another kill.
That's more than a Penta and another one. This time it's Shingdao 7 who gets it. That combo, man, the Vault Breaker, Cease and Desist into Wild Growth, just layers the CC so effectively for EDG, and they may look at a very quick game here.
7k gold lead for the side of EDG, and Thunder Talk wasn't expecting as much. This is going to happen this game. They're going to pull out something out from left field. And because of that, they might lose this game. 9-0-2
my God.
on that Vayne. And already built with an Asher suit too. That's a lot of damage, and you won't be able to answer against that Vayne. Oh man, this is crazy.
I have no words. There's nothing that Thunder Talk can really do against Alone because he's always got his protection. He's never isolated himself. So even with SMY's Unbreakable Will, he will just melt against the Vayne Silver Bolts. That's just why you pick the Vayne up. Yeah. So it does require a lot of mechanical skill, but it is paying off for Alone right now. You see the accelerated blast not even doing that much. But right now, there's the explosive cast to kind of split them up. But no, they will actually not get the Smite Seal, unfortunately. But there's the Cease and Desist into Wild Growth. And they've already gotten the kill onto SMY. And then another onto them. X-By is going to get taken out. And Alone is fine with this. He's shredding everybody down. Soil is away. Z's the last man standing. And that's a 4 for nothing.
They can't even do anything. They tried to go and engage, but because they can't even reach Alone, Thunder Talk is just getting destroyed. 10k gold lead on the board, and EDG is just winning the game with a pick that they weren't expecting. Because this Vayne Lulu just made it hell for them. They're for sure gonna ban this onto the game, but look at the start. Even with that, they weren't able to seal it. Shingdao 7 got a better smite, and after that, it just snowballed in favor of EDG, and Alone is following everybody.
Alone killed him before he could even Dragon's Rage. X-By was just, he was in the animation, the Dragon's Rage, and then he just suddenly gray screened. That was it. I mean, Alone is just doing all of the damages. He's carrying the game on his back because he has so much support from both Langui and Xiao Zhang. It's absolutely insane that Alone is able to do this, but I mean, EDG really won this from the pick bans.
Yeah, from the draft alone, they were able to get it, and they baited out Thunder Talk, and this is something that I wasn't expecting from them. And I was saying a while ago that they need to do anything that they can on this draft. And out of left field, they pulled out the rabbit out of a magical hat. And this is it. It's a Vayne Lulu that is winning this game for them and giving them some time in this series.
I gotta give it to them, man. The Vayne Lulu was something out of left field that EDG was like, all right, this is a Hail Mary, but they have isolated SMY once again. Even with the Unbreakable Will, he does get a pulverize onto 3. He's still going to die. There's no way that he can get away when all 5 members of EDG are piled on top of him.
He tried to survive though. What a great pulverize
nice
from
try.
them, but
NT.
no follow-up from the side of Tuck. Yeah, very much an NT. The EDG is just gonna take this down really fast. With their positioning, this might be really hard.
God, now Xiao Zhang's being very aggressive as well because he knows he has the leeway to do that. He's very ahead because of the efforts of Alone, and then they're going to go in and engage hard. They've already taken care of Shin, they've taken care of C, and now Soil is going to be in a 1v1 situation, and Alone flashes, distracts him because of those auto attacks being skills. Alone. Wow, what a skill, what a team fight. What a performance here by EDG.
Don't even want to say anything because that was just good performance from EDG. Alone just made it hell for the members of Thunder Talk in this game. And in this meta, you really expect this marksman to be doing their work. That is just on the Vayne. Didn't really expect it to be this effective. No assassins on the side of Thunder Talk. It's just free reign for this Vayne.
13k gold lead in 13 minutes. EDG is just, this is the most I've ever seen a team lead in this at this point in the game. Yeah, there have been games that were faster, but a 14,000 gold lead in 14 minutes, almost 15,000 here. It's just absolute insanity that EDG was able to get away with this after such miserable performances the last couple of games.
Yeah, okay. Here comes the punish though.
Isolated you.
What?
Maybe. No, he's able to get away because of the stasis. Not quite a punish, but they are just banging on the doors now. Alone once again, squeaking the Alistar to the butcher's shop to grind him for stake, and now Shin has to get away. Soil is incredibly low. Z may be looking for something. Shin now maybe a bit enough more than he could chew as he gets taken out there, as Thunder Talk live to fight another day here, even though their base has been broken.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to buy some more time for themselves, even with this. A very fed Vayne. I'm not really sure how much items the Vayne have, but if she has full items now, I won't be surprised. Almost right there. Half item. Maybe even a 1/3 of the last item, and it is just enough to end this game.
Yeah, that could be it though, because the isolation of play from Xiao Zhang. Good cast, but nobody to follow up. Alone was not enough there. My God.
Man, really surprised that they are making this composition effect, but now with the Drakes available, Thunder Talk would have one last fight here.
And it could be the final fight here as the pulverize onto 3. This could be the opening that they needed, but Alone is still in the back. He's still re-hitting, and they've already taken down 2 members. SMY very desperate, and there's nothing else they can do. Alone very low, but he managed to stay alive and free hit. That's it. That's the ace for EDG. 27 to 8.
They're so fed, they can't even do much, and EDG is just gonna end this game. This is embarrassing at this point. They got this to 3-1, and with just 1, or rather 2 picks on the side of EDG, they completely turned the tides against Thunder Talk. And now Thunder Talk